Hi, brothers and sisters. So I just did that video of Sister Chanda's dream and what the Lord told her to watch and prepare. She had a dream of a tattoo of Mary on this man's arm, and I believe it represented the Catholic Church. Now I was sitting here, and the Pope and the false prophet, but I was sitting here, and all of a sudden I remembered a dream. Like 3 years ago, and the Lord showed me that I was in a Catholic church. I had walked into a Catholic church called St. Mary's, and I was looking around, and the inside of it was laid out almost like I don't know, a basketball stadium, like a stadium, sort of like a sports stadium. And in the middle there was like I noticed there was Jehovah's Witnesses on the side, there was Mormons on the other side, I don't know, but I remember that Sister Sherry Rich had ran through this dream with me. I shared it with her, and she told me it sounded like almost like religions were trying to unite under the Catholic Church. And of course all these religions are in law. They're not saved by faith in Jesus Christ alone and what he did on the cross for the remission of sin. And it sounded like kind of like a one world religion type of onset type of thing, situation, you know. And so I continued to walk down this aisle, and the priest was in the front, and I guess the ceremony, whatever, had started, mass or whatever it was. And I walked to the back, and I saw President Donald Trump, and he was sitting back there with a woman who was like in a business suit. And I don't know if it was, I don't know, I can't remember what we kind of figured out, but I don't know if it was like a business, they were trying to do a business arrangement, or if the woman represented America, I don't know, but she had blonde hair, she looks like a politician, I don't know. But he was waiting for his turn to speak. He was observing everything and waiting for his turn to speak. And he was just kind of back there laughing. They were laughing and talking, you know, under their breath to each other, whispering and just watching. And he was getting ready to get up in front of everybody and speak. And I remember I went to go sit down in one of these chairs, but I wasn't able to sit down. It's like I couldn't fit into one of these chairs. The back of the chair in front of it was just too narrow. Like I was trying to squeeze in there just so I could sit down, but I couldn't. And that was God telling me that, no, you're not a part of this. You know, the Lord was trying to say, you know, you're under grace. You're not a part of this Mary and Catholic and Jehovah's Witness type meaning thing, you know, one world religion. So, like I said in the previous video, and then I was thinking, wow, it is really weird, because before I even did these two videos, this morning I was watching another video where Trump is trying to get the Christian votes. Catholics call themselves Christians, which I'm not saying that there aren't some Catholics out there that have just believed, they call themselves a Catholic, but they're not really like dedicated to the church. They just, you know, they know that salvation's by faith alone and Christ alone and what he did on the cross. I'm not saying there's not some people out there that are like that still say that they're Catholics. Um, but when I was younger, Catholics didn't call themselves Christians. This is like a new thing to me. Now Catholics are lumped into Christianity, and before it was Catholics. What religion are you? Are you Catholic or are you Christian? You know. Anyway, so, but I think it was like, wow, okay, yeah, he is. He is trying to get the votes of I guess you could say religious people. I used to be gung ho for Trump before I started having dreams and visions. And then the Lord gave me a dream that I married Donald Trump. Ouch. I wasn't marrying him. I was marrying Donald Trump. And I was in the White House, and the Lord was trying to teach me about grace at the time. And a baker came up to me with tons and tons and tons of leavened bread. Tons. And it looked so beautiful too. Looked so good. But this baker was trying to serve these big old fluffy rolls of leavened bread at my wedding to Donald Trump. And I walked out into the back terrace, and there was a pool back there. And a pool, in my dreams, is like the Holy Spirit. It's a place of refreshing. It's a place to cool off, you know, and just bask in the Holy Spirit. He's like living waters. Out of your belly flows living waters, you know. And this pool had there was probably 2 people in it, and that was it at the White House. So, and then I was told not to trust him. And yes, I believe God's using him for a purpose in these last days. And I was also told not to trust Pence audibly. So that kind of changed my view of Trump, and I don't want to be left behind to marry Donald Trump. That's, you know, that was like, ouch. Okay, Lord. Anyway, with all that being said, a sister on the previous video I just did said that they're actually getting ready. I don't think it involves Trump. I don't know. Maybe I'll go do some research, but I guess the Pope is having a big type of world meeting tomorrow. I don't know, you guys, but God's showing us to watch these types of things, and because we just realize that we get closer and closer and closer, and prophecy comes off the pages of the Bible. And we can tell people, hey, look, do you see what's happening in the world? Do you see what's going on? You know, we are in the last days. The tribulation's about to start. The rapture's going to happen. You know, tell people about Jesus. Things that your parents heard 40, 50 years ago, 30 years ago is happening. Where they were talking about it so many years ago. It's happening now. When I was a teenager, people in church would talk about this stuff. Oh, this and that and the other thing. It's happening now. We're in the last hours. Not literally, but before the rapture. Okay? All right. I love you guys, and God bless.